Всем доброго времени суток, продолжаем проходить замечательную игру. Я уже почти демон. Сейчас пробежим эту карту и думаю, в принципе, на сегодня хватит. Оп, а где мой напарник? Что я без напарника? Без напарника я не пойду. Сейчас вернемся. Возьмем какого-нибудь. А, вот она. Застряла бедолашка. Ты так не теряйся. Так, сохраняемся. Невидимость. Опа. Выжила. Так, она выжила. Надо ей сказать, пускай она защищается.
Yes?
We need to talk about you.
What do you want me?
I know you want.
You're...
Потому что это не дело. Что она так будет помирать? Так, убили, сохраняемся. Идем дальше. В библиотеку же ее отвезти надо. Посмотрим, что там к чему. Ну, они мне сейчас не нужны, в принципе. Пойдем, я покажу эту библиотеку. Я так полагаю, это вот это, да? Королевский секач. Защита, как и у меня. Ладно. Оденем его. Вроде выглядит
We can't take all of them. Let's concentrate on anything to do with necromancy, healing, and of course anything about the world heart.
Убили. Где тут это?
It'll have to do. Pass me the books you have. I can't carry anymore. I need to keep my hands free in case we have to fight.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask...
What do you want to...
Have you learned any...
Yes, I found out a few things that might interest you. Some of the myths about the World Heart are based on real facts. Certain texts confirm that there is indeed a source of energy that fuels the world, but also that is the source of all magic power. Every time a sorcerer casts a spell, they are drawing power from the World Heart. The Ice Lords are siphoning this energy in huge quantities, and that is why they are so immensely powerful. If we can only discover how they're doing it, it may be possible to deprive them of all their power.
That sounds like a really good lead. Keep on digging. What do you think of Mathras?
I think he's absolutely unique, fascinating. I have always loved history and history books, but he actually lived through history. It's just incredible. There is so much we can learn from him. His knowledge could allow us to better understand what happened in our past. We could learn from the eras of our ancestors.
Do you really think he's immortal?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. You only have to look at him. He's so cultured and has so much knowledge. Which reminds me...
Something to do with our decomposing friend?
Yes, he won't talk to me about his romantic experiences. I managed to get a lot of stories about battles and all sorts of historical anecdotes, but nothing about his love life. It's not that I want to pry into his intimate life, but I do wonder why he's so reticent to talk about it.
I could always ask him for you.
Сексуальному опыте, ну да. Так, сюда надо. Живая или мертвая? Вернемся. Вернемся по-любому. Надо вернуться. Хочу собрать там какие-то травы, может он мне что-то даст. Типа стану сильнее. Ну и все такое. А потом уже пойду по главному. Но это тоже вроде как обозначено как первостепенное. Мгм. Так, надо сначала лучников убить, а потом переходить ко всему остальному. Ну, иди сюда, я не буду с тобой долго мучиться. Чё ты не отпрыгнул? Так, уходим. Лечимся. Да ладно, ну, хватит. Так, теперь текаем. Отстань от меня. Я знаю, твой ядовитый. Она у него проходит? Надеюсь. Тё. Хорошо, хоть хил со мной подлечит. На. Еще одну часть зелья нашли. Идем дальше искать зелье. Сохраняемся. Так. Опа, а что такое? А никого нету. А это как? Ну хорошо. Идем дальше, значит. А ну на. И текаем отсюда. Текай и не смотри даже. Вот так вот, хорошо. Так, ну с этими придется уже бодаться, однозначно. И полетели. Да бежи ты уже, вон. Да я ж отпрыгнул. Ай-яй-яй. Да ты шо? Жесть. Так хорошо все и шло. Прям. Да я еще и не сохранился. Так, ладно, тут никого нет. По-быстренькому забрали и побежали вниз. А тут надо сохраниться. Вот так вот. Опа. Пим. И текаем. Не. Тетя, ты текай. Текай. Бам. А тут лучник. Сейчас мы его также. Бам. Теперь вот так. Так, Он сейчас пройдет, я ему в спину просто сейчас хорошую тычку дам. Полетели. Валим. Фу. Не то, что это было сложно, но таки неприятно. Так, где мой ништяк? Где этот ништячок лежит? Вот он. Вот тут где-то. Где-то тут. Вот он. Так, сохраняемся, а то сейчас опять где-нибудь привалят. Так, так, так. Это что? Тут кто-нибудь есть? Тут кто-нибудь есть? Тут вроде тоже никого нет. Так, так. Так, все, да? С этим, значит, я закончил. Ладно, побежали. Пускай там приготовить чудо зелья. Надеюсь, тут никого нету. Нету. Это хорошо. Там где-то часовой где-то пропал, я слышал.
The knight would like to discuss something that has been troubling him. He would like to understand what his friend hoped to accomplish using the body of the Elven King.
The body was overflowing with magic power. I took that power, and it made me stronger.
Ah, taking the enemy's strength and using it against him. The knight understands this strategy and approves of it.
I found the ingredients for your drink. I hope it was worth the effort.
The knight thinks that his friend is in for a pleasant surprise.
I have a few questions I need to ask you. The elves took a hell of a beating, huh?
Defeat is commonplace when treachery lurks nearby. The Ice Lords used trickery and magic. The elves had no chance. This was a battle without honor.
That may be, but they beat us. Now we only have the scattered remains of what was probably the most powerful army anyone has seen in an age. Doesn't it seem a little hopeless?
This whole war is without hope. But since the knight and his companion are here, they might as well fight until the bitter end.
Let's change the subject. I'll leave you.
Здоровье увеличено. Да? Я так полагаю. Так, что тут еще надо? робкая просьба. Давай посмотрим на твою робкую просьбу.
Since you arrived, the enemy seems to be aware of our every move.
Truly. Surprising that they haven't yet arrived here to destroy this camp. Most interesting. Or perhaps very stupid. In any event, I do feel sorry for you. One doesn't seem to be able to put one's trust in anyone these days.
You don't understand. What I want is...
But I understand perfectly, my dear boy. I'd merely hoped that you were above this kind of nonsense. Since my arrival here, I've been surrounded by your friends, something that rather precludes the possibility of me talking to the enemy. I have not once left the camp, and no one deigns to speak to me of strategy, which is a pity, given the evident levels of incompetence of your generals. Thus, it seems obvious that these suspicions are unfounded. You know, since arriving here, I have the odd feeling of standing in a turnip field.
a turnip field?
Yes, it must be all the superior intelligences that surround us. Trust me, child. You should leave this area as swiftly as you may.
You would know more about the Dead Walkers than us. Who do you think the spy is?
Walking around in a dead body doesn't make one an expert on all other dead things, young man. In fact, I find the suggestion vaguely insulting. But I have learned to trust my experience, something that you, despite your youth, should attempt to do also. I imagine we could quite easily reduce the possibilities. Firstly, the traitor must be able to enter and leave the camp without being stopped. Then, it must be someone who can observe your comings and goings without drawing attention to themselves. Lastly, it is someone who knows your plans. Someone who knows your military commander's orders. That alone excludes a large number, particularly the undead here. In your place, I should go and question the camp watchman. Logic suggests they will have seen something.
Thanks for the tips. I'll get right on it. Talk to you later.
You seem to have...
What do you want?
Quite simply an exchange of experience. You are using... What is your degree of control? Your feeling? What have you tried? Do you still feel the need to satisfy your human's desires?
It's more like coexistence. Vulcan is still most present. I have need of its human experience. Some aspects of this flesh existence are still strange to me. I understand not why we tarry here giving help to this one or that one, when we know that we must go to the World Heart.
You see, humans, when you get down to it, are rather like ants. They have to scurry around all the time to feel alive, to give themselves a sense of purpose, and they live in groups, of course. If one combines these facts, one can see that they actually need to rush about here and there, helping one another. Despite the fact, of course, that those they are helping are about as important, from an overall perspective, as the ants that we spoke of initially.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Talk to you later.
Че, все равно
Mathras, do you have a
чем с ним
moment?
надо поговорить.
My dear, I have all of eternity.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you come to Carolthas?
Why not? There's one thing you should know about eternity. It can be rather dull. So I do my very best to be in the right place at the right time. The place where it's the most fun.
Fun. You think this is fun?
Well, distracting then, if you prefer. What do you expect? I'm just so bored. The End of the World is a show I wouldn't want to miss.
What do you know about the Deadwalkers?
Apart from the fact that they're an incongruous mass of corpses with appalling bad taste that are animated through the use of magic, nothing. I can tell you that the power necessary for their creation, and to keep them working, is far beyond the magical abilities of any of your contemporaries. And since it's obvious they're incapable of any decision-making or strategy, they are clearly being controlled from a distance. All of which suggests the Ice Lords who are controlling these things are rather powerful. Something, I grant you, quite difficult to believe when one saw them start out at the same pitiful level of incompetence as their brothers, the Red Scribes.
In 6,000 years, have you ever seen a situation as desperate as this one?
Honestly? Well, no. You are, as you might put it, fucked. Or at least the mortals seem to be. But you carry something within you that may modify things somewhat. And it is this seemingly insignificant detail, this flap of a butterfly's wing, which may eventually change the apparently manifest destiny of the world as you know it. This demon, as you call it, has never before walked the earth. Neither he, neither it, nor any other of its kind. If they had, I would know of it, believe me. Consequently, and in spite of the evident futility of such a sentiment, there may be grounds for you to feel a slight glimmer of hope. That is, of course, if it is your desire to avert disaster.
Well, that's comforting. What happened to the Elven King?
I think he was simply lacking in strength of will and determination. They transformed him into an Arch-Lich. It's a particularly delicate and extremely dangerous magical process that could only be performed by an Ice Lord. It can only be performed on an elf, and then only one who is desperate to live.
How so?
Elves have many flaws, but most of them do have a very profound sense of duty. If an elf believes he is going to be tortured to make him reveal the secrets of his people, for example, he can literally will himself to die. It would seem that this king was desperate to continue living at any price, rather than dying with honor. That is what allowed them to turn him into an Arch-Lich.
Do you have any idea about what I am becoming?
In all my long lives, I've never seen your like. Even the term demon seems to be designed to cause confusion. I have seen real demons when I lived as a war drum player amongst the dwarves.
Dwarves are just legend. You're yanking my chain.
It would be churlish to mock someone when it is so easy. Thus the dwarves did exist, and I was once one of them. They used to use these little creatures, barely the size of toddlers, in their enormous forges. They were little red creatures with tiny horns and a wicked air about them. You see, they were able to survive in the flames. The dwarves called them demons. You look a little like one of them, only much bigger. And you have an even more pronounced affinity with fire. I'm reserving judgment about the wicked attitude. I believe this affinity with flames is no coincidence. You are clearly a response, a weapon, and your purpose is to face the Ice Lords. It is entirely possible that you are the fruit of an attempt to rebalance the forces of nature. Alas, I have no idea which entity is behind all of this.
I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Ладно,
Talk to you later.
фиг с ним. не о чем с ним уже разговаривать, то без толку всё.
Your transformation seems to be speeding up. You should be careful. I'm afraid that you won't be able to recover the humanity that you have lost.
Listen, it's real nice of you to worry about me. But personally, I never felt so good. Do you have a moment? I wanted to ask you a few things. Let's change the subject.
Короче, понятно. Ладно, пойдем дальше. По заданиям. Как-то неинтересно с этим всем. Непонятно. Ты вроде беседуешь, а толку нет. Так. Не сюда как бы надо, да? Там-то я уже все узнал, все сделал. Да. Ну да, не сюда. Может, еще одного босса какого-нибудь встретим, убьем. Было бы неплохо. Так, нам сюда. Ага. Это первое. Угу. Пойдем повоюем, что ли? Ты лучник. Так, ну лучников я смотрю тут больше нету, так что будем врываться. Единственное, что сейчас еще вот этого попробуем в спину. Вот так вот его. Это уже плохо. Все. Это хорошо. Что-то как-то не хотел я, чтобы он меня отравил. Так, я слышу тут звук ништячка. Ух ты. О, он откуда тут взялся? Ну иди сюда.
Vulcan, is that you? Help us get out of here!
Head to the southeast. You'll find an entry in the support pillar. Take that passage, and then look for an opening in the cliff face. The rest of the company is hidden there.
Got it. There's another camp of prisoners over there in the west. Not any of our guys, but maybe we should try to free them anyhow. Do you want us to give you a hand?
No. Get out of here.
See you back at the camp. Good luck.
Gonna need it.
Угу. Хорош пищать. Какой-то элитный. Прям уж. Ничего так. Экипируем. Не то чтобы он мне нужен был, но на всякий случай. Так. Так. Ну, мне сюда. А тут я смотрю есть еще халявка. Кираса офицера. Вот это уже интересно. Улучшить. О, восстановление хорошее. Берем. Плюс 10 к здоровью. И к урону плюс 3. Угу. Не. Здоровье 5. Тут 10. Модифицируем. Угу. Плюс 5 здоровью. Урон от ловушек. Ладно, возьмем вот это на здоровье. Вот. Так вот пускай будет. Так, а где тут там? Во. Ход какой-то. Угу. Опа. И ничего. Лучник есть нехорошо. Я, конечно, себя подставил неплохо так. Тихо. Я уже рядом. Фух. Я уж думал, не выживу. Так, куда мне тут надо? Я тут еще и по заданию куда-то попал. Прикольно. О, халявка. Бамс. Перелазим. Так, что у нас тут лучников нету?
Go to the support pillar in the southeast of the city. You'll come out near the cliff. Follow it and you'll come to a rift. Go in. The elf army is there and they'll take care of you.
Thank you. See you back at the camp.
That's right.
Так. Я слышу вкусняшку. Где она? Где она? Я ее слышу. Ага. А там нема ничего. А я туда пошел. Вот она. Так, что-то тут тихо, никого нету, аж подозрительно. Так, вот это что-то уже серьезное, сейчас будет газ мяса. Спускаемся. Лучник. О, ну зачем? Я ж хотел лучника. На изи сейчас было, раз и все. Не, просто лучников слишком много, это вообще не плохо. Ладно, сохранимся тут. Да, обалдеть. Там был щит какой-то включен. Ну серьезно, серьезно. Чё, надо что-то придумать. Так, ладно, придумаем так. Валим. Отходим. И как его убить? Ладно, потом разберемся, где наши болты. Сделать кучу болтов. Так, так. Мне это не нравится. Все, погас. Теперь текаем. Все, погас.
I'm not sure that to a blacksmith. It could interest him.
Сильно. Я просто поначалу не понял, как его убить надо, а так, в принципе. Во. Технический инструмент. Так. Ну это все к одной цели ведет, так что. Так, подожди, я слышу, тут еще есть что-то. Где? Нет, не туда. Да ладно, слазь тебе. Ладно, значит внизу, потому что тут что-то я лазю. Вроде слышу, что есть. Но нигде не вижу. Угу. Классно. Куда нельзя пройти. Как же мне куда тогда пройти? Сюда. Молния. Круто. Ну да, такой молот. Ух ты, ёж. Деревянный. Так, тут всех убили вроде как. Куда мне? Сюда, да? Угу. Так, а теперь... Ух ты, ё. Теперь... Но это было несложно. В принципе. Так, бежим уже на выход. Мне уже поднадоело тут торчать. Так. Выход. А это и не выход. Выход в другом месте. Выход где-то здесь. Вот он. Ну и валим отсюда. Так.
What the hell is that? Guards! Guards!
Calm down, Smithy. I'm on your side.
Our side? With a face like that? You think I'm stupid? Guards!
Fool. If I had wished him ill, his bones would he now be crackling over the flames.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I heard you managed to get back my equipment from the forge. I can't believe it. Do you have the hammer?
Yes, I have your hammer. Here. You can put it to better use than me.
Thank you. Finally, I can do something useful. All this battered and bent equipment is going to be superb again. At least our soldiers will die with dignity.
You got a weird way of looking at things. Anyway, I've got some supplies I could sell you if you need anything.
Excellent. Don't take this badly, but I have to get to work right away.
Excellent. I have to go see the captain. See you later.
Mercenary! Great to see you again. How may I be of service?
Чё у тебя
Show me what you have to sell.
на
Thanks to
продажу?
you, I'm building my stock back up. Have a look for yourself.
Так, давай ему сейчас продадим вот это все. Я продать сказал. И эту молнию продадим. Ну, в принципе, мне это и с этими неплохо. Что это можно продать? Броня. Легионера. Продать. Вот это продать. Перчатки. Тут продать. Не вижу у них ничего интересного. Зелье маны продать. Но мне прям вот совсем не надо. Так, теперь посмотрим, что ты продаешь. По ножу офицеру. Сопротивление. Прям вообще. Королевской гвардии. Давайте купим. Просто интересно. Ну, это я продал. Это я продал. И это я продал. Покупать не будем. Язык. Ну, понятно. Так. Назад все. Так, а что я у него там? Перчатки, да, купил? Просто выглядят прикольно. И улучшить их. Чем мы можем тут улучшить? Физическому 5. Да не хочу я с такой тоже не хочу. Плечами такими ходить. Прям вообще. Сопротивление я. Не, ну просто вот это вот где защита дает, ну то вообще прям выглядит так ужасно. Ну прям вообще не буду ее ставить. Вот так вот прикольно будет. Хотя у меня те прикольно выглядели. Да? Только вот это улучшение. Сопротивление холода. Яма. Видите, кто-то поставим, пускай будет. Я от меня все равно постоянно колбасит. Вроде так и не сильно напряжно. Так, куда нам надо? Ага, сюда. В толпу в эту. Заодно уровень прокачаем.
Get your shit packed. We're getting out of here as soon as possible. Our contract is over.
But Captain, after all we've done here,
Listen to me. We have no chance against the Deadwalker army, no matter what powers you have. And I'm not sending my company into a massacre. I didn't lead the company here to save this city. The only reason we came was to get our lads back. There was never any question of anything else.
God damn it, Captain. This is an important battle. You have to include the blades in it. There is a creature in the city that I have to face and absorb. If you can't understand that, then I guess it's time I took over your place.
You wouldn't dare. You don't stand a chance against me.
Really? Then by the laws of the Freeborn Blades, I challenge you to
Сейчас
the leadership
капитаном.
of this company.
Very well. If that's what you want, come and get some. I'm done with giving away free gifts. I always knew it would be you.
leave me any choice.
This was well done.
Let us go and seek out Prince Arundel. We must make haste to plan our attack.
Так, круто, я победил капитана. Правда, не совсем этого-то. Я и сам по себе-то хотел. Кто мне прикалывал. Так. Ну, все. Разведчик у меня выкачан полностью. Да, наверное, буду пироманта подкачивать. Вот этим я вообще не пользуюсь. А вот это вот я бы покачал. Не знаю. В принципе, что это? Сопротивление прерывания плюс 10. Очки маны при убийстве врагов плюс 10. Ну, такой себе. В принципе, мне это сильно не надо. А вот меч я часто использую. Скорее всего, его я качать и буду. Дерево типа меньше употреблю. Надо. Так, что это? А, зелье, да. А, ману здоровья на 10. Ну, такое себе. Ну, пойдет. Здравоохранение не нужен. А это все требует 3. Так, ну ладно. Пойдем сюда. Сейчас мы тут скажут много приятного.
We have to reach an agreement on the assault we're going to launch.
Very well. Our strategy will essentially depend on you and your companions. I'll be attaching a group of soldiers to your party for support.
That's out of the question. The more of us there are, the greater the risk that we'll be noticed. I'm taking Edwin. Her knowledge and powers make her the best suited to go with me.
I would very much like you to have someone I trust with you. And this Edwin does not seem like that person.
Huh. She'll be delighted to hear that.
I could go with you. You know that I'm stealthy and can make myself useful.
That's a pretty good compromise. With the 3 of us, we stand a chance. What do you say, Your Highness?
I agree. I'm counting on you, Relmar, to remember the interests of your people. The result of this battle depends on your success. You need to sneak into the city, get to the drawbridge, and lower it. Then you can open the gate for us. I will personally be leading our army, and I'll enter the city as soon as you've opened the gate. I think that the element of surprise and our advantage in numbers should be enough to overcome the Deadwalkers.
Once the gates are open, I'm not sticking around. I'll have to use the diversion to get to Black Frost's realm.
Are you ready for the assault? There must be neither distraction nor setback. We won't have a second chance. If you have business to deal with, you should deal with it now.
I'm ready.
Не. Я готов. Че тут уже ждать? О. И магичка. Так. Больше ничего, да? Мне не дали. Тут не дали, не дали. Ну и ладно так. По оружию. Все. Так, ладно. На этом будем прощаться. Начинается 3 глава. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. До скорых встреч. Ставьте лайки, дизлайки, пишите, комментируйте. Всем пока. До встречи.